Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Uh, Welcome to Visceral Cleanup Detail. I'll be honest, I was just sitting in my room on my day off, and I figured I wanted to record something because I'm by myself right now. Right now is recording time, but I didn't know what I wanted to record, so I just popped in a good old comfort game. Um, and then here we are. I don't think I'm gonna edit this video at all. I think I'm just gonna record it and just upload it and not even watch it back. Because I don't want to. I want to just record something and have that be the end of it. Just to, to level. I promise that there's gonna be more entertaining shit soon. But, for this, video, I'm just gonna just fucking go crazy. So right now we're gonna pick a map, if you can believe that. They're all boring as hell because I played through all of them. Let's do this one. No, that's too long. Sorry, I'm taking a very long time to pick a fucking map because I played all of them and they're, you know. Yeah, we'll do this one. All right. Anyways, as I was saying, I wanted to record something, but I just didn't know what. I don't feel particularly funny right now. I don't feel like I'm in a funny haha joking mood. I just want to make something, and I apologize because my keyboard's very loud and I'm not going to bother editing it out. So hopefully it's not that big a deal. But yeah, this game is very comforting for me. I just like cleaning, I guess. I guess that's my thing. But I just mainly just wanted to talk about, how I've been as an individual. Because I've been making videos, right, for a little while. Some of them most of them lately have been by myself, and we'll get into that later. But, I have fun, and I know I'm not gonna lie to myself. This is a hobby, right? This is a hobby I have. I'm not a fucking YouTuber. I'm aware of that. I do this because it's fun for me, and it's a hobby, and that's how it's probably going to stay for eternity, and I'm fine with that. Which is why I don't sink a lot of money into things, so everything's a little low budget, which is charming, But, beyond that, I have a lot of fun making videos on this channel, and those definitely gonna be like a pause between now and then because I'm a one-man crew, and I got my own shit to do, but, I don't see it stopping anytime soon. What the fuck? Where's the furnace? Where do I throw shit out? Anyways, yes. But yeah, in the past, in this channel, there's been, several people on, as you may be aware, I'm saying that like as if you're an avid viewer of this channel, but I doubt it, because no one is, and I don't expect anyone to be. But, that said, making videos by myself is boring as hell, which is why I'm so I don't want to say burnt out, but just bored of just finding a shitty game from 20 years ago and then emulating it, making a funny quip and then editing it and putting it up. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love watching them, I think they're funny, because I'm a fucking hilarious creature, but, if you hang out with anyone long enough, you get tired of them, right? And I think I'm tired of the guy I hang out with all the time, because it's just me. All of my friends, everyone I know, basically, is off, living their lives, their best lives, whether that be through work or through school, in different parts of where we live, very far away, like an hour away from everybody, at least. So, I feel a little marooned, I won't lie. I feel a little bit marooned, but that's no one's fault. That's nobody's fault, It sounds like I'm expecting people to quit their dreams because I feel lonely. No. No, not at all. It's just a case of, I want them to quit their dreams because I'm feeling lonely, you know? I think that's easy enough. No, that's, you know. But yeah, it gets a little tiresome because whenever I do spend time with those same people, I don't want to be like, hey guys, let's make a fucking funny YouTube video, you know? Because who the fuck wants to do that, right? No one. Nobody wants to do that. Other than me. And that's fine, you know? It's just a case of, I have no ideas on how to be entertaining. Other than playing a game like this and just moping for an hour and a half. I don't want to call it moping, you know? I just want to, you know, since everyone has moved away, I don't really have a time to be real. Or, you know, talk about how I am doing. Unless I'm, you know, whispering it to myself in the mirror. Or mouthing it. Or thinking it. So to say it verbally, it feels nice, you know? And like I said, funny shit will still be coming through the pipeline. You know, I love funny shit as much as the next guy. I love giggling, I love laughing, I love cackling, I love having a fucking quip or two. You know, it's great, it's good stuff. It's just a case of days like today, I don't feel funny, you know? I'm just like everyone else, you know? I have bad days at work. I have situations in which I wish they were better, you know? Everyone has that. But, you know, it's the whole stress of being your own person on top of I have this hobby that I feel committed to. And that's no one's fault. I mean, I can fucking drop out right now and nothing would change, you know? I would say I'm replaceable, but it's just a case of what are you replacing? I was never established in the first place, and I'm fully aware of that. But I just do it because I want to, and it's fun. And, that's fine. I don't think I'm indebted to anyone. I don't feel like I owe anybody funny videos on the internet. But I that's wrong. I feel indebted to myself. I feel like I owe it to myself, too. Because I love watching steady progression on, whether it's comedy or whether it's the production value of a video. Not really trying to impress anyone but myself at this point, which I don't think is a bad thing, you know? I feel like everybody has their own standards to meet, and mine are steadily inclining, you know? And sometimes I can't meet those requisites, and that gets disappointing, and I get disappointed in myself. Not in the sense where it's, I beat myself up over it, I'm just like, man, I could be doing more. You know, I feel like everybody experiences that. So that's why I'm making videos like this, because that's just kind of, I'm making a fucking mess. It's just kind of a case of, you know, I wish I could be doing more to impress myself, and potentially others as well, you know, that kind of takes the back seat, but, I mean, if people enjoy it, and people expect things of me, that's fine, you know, what's life without expectations, right? We are very goal-oriented creatures, the human species, we're very goal-oriented, and the whole question of the meaning of life and stuff, I'm not going to get too, you know, philosophical, but I feel like sometimes people's meaning is all in their goals, right? You know, if you don't achieve it, fuck, I'm going to sneeze, by the way. Oh. My jacket was zipped up too high, so I tried to pull my shirt out to sneeze into it, and I just sneezed all over my hand. Where was I? Oh yeah, the meaning of life. Anyways, yeah. I don't like moping too much, you know. I don't feel like moping while playing a janitor game is gonna get me anywhere, but it just feels, you know, I'm trapped in my head all day long. I'd like to get it verbal and out there. That sounds, you know, dramatic and everything, but in a way it's true. You know, I don't really have anyone to air my grievances out to. Except this computer screen and this microphone. And that's fine, you know, I'm not complaining and being like, oh, I wish there were people there for me. It's just a case of, like, you know, I make do with what I got. And I feel like everybody does, to an extent. And I'm just a person moving through the motions, right? I just wish I were funnier. That's it. Yeah, that's my core issue. I just wish I were funnier. That's not it at all. I feel like I'm very funny. when I need to be. You know, at funerals, at church gatherings. I think I'm very funny at those instances. People at church are just never. What the fuck? Sorry, body bags. Do I burn these? I think I burned these too, right? Anyways, it's going in. Yeah. So yeah, I apologize, because this keyboard is fucking loud, and I understand that, but it works great. And usually I don't use it. Is it clear that I had a very good idea of what I was doing before I recorded this? I wanted to record this for a little while now, like this video of where I just bitch on camera. That's the title of the video. Bitching for 30 hours straight challenge. That's another pre-notion, is like I don't know what to say half the time, so I just trail off and then, you know, say a funny quip and then react to that funny quip I make, and then it's a vicious cycle. Truly it is. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. See, I'm used to editing my videos so I can, like, have breaks of silence and not say anything, because I'll be like, oh, I can cut that out. Not in this video. I gotta be on 24/7 in this instance of this contained video. I can just fucking throw these in. Alright, okay. See, another thing is, like, this game's multiplayer, right? I could be playing with people, but I don't. That's no one's fault. But it's like, man, it'd be cool. It'd be neat. But, I don't hold that against anyone. I could be playing with strangers from Bombay and I'd be happy enough, dude, but, like, I don't have that wherewithal. But who cares, right? I'm having fun. I'm having a good time, and that's what this whole channel... But yeah, pretty much this whole channel was just, like, a time capsule. Because if you look back and watch shitty videos of, like, me playing Bully on my reflective flat-screen TV with handprints all over it, that I recorded with my fucking iPad mini, that I set up on a fucking TV tray, it's a surefire apart from what I'm doing now in here today, and that's, you know, I'm okay with that. You know, it's very much more streamlined. I have the ability now to just say, I don't know what I want to record, and then pop open a game, turn on OBS, and just go from there. And that's something I only dreamed of at one point, right? But, like I said, expectations only get higher for myself, right? That box burnt, but none of the limbs did. That's really cool. But yeah, even aside from that, you know, I feel like I'm much more entertaining to watch. At least I do, you know. People would probably disagree, and that's fair. But I don't give a shit. This channel's for me, ladies and gentlemen. As you can tell by only me being on it. Well, I'm sitting here complaining and moping, but, like, we have plans to do a good Christmas video this year. Like we did the last 2 years, but, you know, I can't say if anything's gonna happen for sure, because, you know, anything could happen between now and then. But everybody seems, what's the word? Enthusiastic about it, and that's great. I'm happy about that. And I shouldn't complain too much. We had a good year of uploads this year, right? We had the Luigi's Mansion playthrough. We had Pikmin. We had Banjo. And those were really fun to do. They were really easy as well. We just turn on OBS and just go from there. It was that easy. And they were great. They were fine. Audio issues, sure. But other than that, they were fine, you know? And I shouldn't complain too much, but it's like, I haven't had that in a while. You know, I think the last social interaction I had with my friends was in August, and it is October 4th now. And granted, that's not an extremely long time, but you know what? Living each day on your own in that time, when you're not used to it, gets a little taxing. And during this whole pandemic scenario, I learned that I'm very extroverted more than I thought I was. I feel like a lot of people learned that. But what do I know, right? I'm playing Viscera Cleanup to Toe, butt-ass naked, by the way. No clothes. But it's just, you know, being your own person is hard. I don't think that's a hot take, you know? Having to find your own footing and meet people on your own, that's hard. That's hard stuff to do. That's difficult, you know, especially when you don't know what you're doing. It's hard. There's no handbook for it. And if there is, chances are it's lying to you. Hate to say it, you gotta put down your how to meet girls 101 handbook. You gotta put that away, kiddo. It's not helping anyone. It's lying to you, actually. Sorry to say, you're gonna have to throw it out. Because I read that whole book cover to cover, and look where I'm at right now. It's not true, by the way. That is a joke. I don't think that book exists. So, suck on that. Radical left. Anyways. And then it's another thing of, like, finding people socially, right? And then it's a whole nother to find people, like, networking to further your career, of which I don't know what it is for me. You know? That's another huge decision that doesn't come with a handbook. I'm a little baby. I'm a little pussy baby. I like making decisions for myself. I want someone to do it for me. And I'll admit to that, you know. I want people to make decisions for me. I'm a little beta. That's me. Shit. I think if we could all have our decisions made for us, that'd be great. Unless it involves the vaccine, because, you know what, the government tells me what to do. No thank you. No thank you. Vaccine's fake. Never even seen it before. So, yeah, it's clear to say that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Ever. See, I don't know what I was just talking about, because now I trailed off, and I don't know where to go from here. I want a dog, dude. That's what I want. I want a dog. My whole life, since I was born, you know, came home as an infant. There's always 2 dogs in the house. Always 2. One dog passed on to the great beyond. We get a new one, because we never really took the dogs out with us when we left the house. So we're like, well, the dog's gonna get lonely, you know. Let's get him someone so he's not, you know, by the, or I guess themselves, because dogs have 2 genders as well. That sounded radical right, but I didn't mean it that way. Anyways, yeah, I always had 2 dogs in the house at all times, and then an entire debacle about, you know, home scenario went down, which I won't get into, but it involved us moving out of the home that I grew up in. Which, you know, that was in the past. It's fine. It's whatever. But the place that we went to didn't want dogs. And we had 2 dogs at the time. We had a pit bull. We had one of my favorite fellas ever. We don't know his breed. We just got him. So he was old at that time. He was a very old fella. We're like, well, we can't give him away, you know? We can't give the old fellow away. He won't know what to do. So we figured it out. Landlord was like, you know what? He's old. Just look after him. We're like, all right, will do. And our apartment is upstairs. The only stairs that little dog ever went up was to get up on the doorstep. Those were the only stairs. We had a basement. He didn't like going downstairs, so since it's an upstairs place, he never went outside. He would just, you know, do his business indoors, and we tried to get him out. He wouldn't go. He would not go. And since he was so old, and since there's a big drastic change in his life, in April of this year, he was gone. You know, and that's upsetting, because I think we had him before I even started preschool. And 17 years of age is when we put him away. That doesn't sound. Anyways. Yeah, so it was after I was done high school, and he was pretty much there my entire life, you know. So yeah, it was very, very upsetting. I was not happy about it. So now we are dogless, in a life that I've led with 2 dogs at all times. Dogless, you know. Got a cat though. She's fun. So it's not completely bad. But still, If you've had a dog or a cat, you understand that they're not the same. You know, they're mutually their own thing. And sure, they're both great. You know, I don't believe in being a dog person. I don't believe being a cat person. I think just being a person. I don't understand the whole argument of like, well, cats are better than dogs or vice versa. It's like, dude, what? Why are you putting value on these living creatures like that? That's weird. Preferences are fine, but when you start labeling people as like, oh, I'm a blank person, it's like, no, you're just weird. Anyways, yeah, dogless is me, and that bums me out. I see videos online of like dogs doing their thing, and I'm like, man, I could live that life too. I could do that. I could experience that every day if it came down to it. I've done it before. So it's bumming. Is that the word? Is that a word, I should say? Is that the proper term? It's bumming. Makes me bummed out. It doesn't matter. Who cares? So that was that arc of my life. You know, I wrote a book, fellas. And reading back on it, it was just me doing this video, complaining, but in written form, and portrayed into a character that didn't exist. I breathed life into a character just so I could complain. That's all it was. 160 pages of me complaining. But you know what? Every time I bring it up, well, I don't bring it up very often, but whenever it's brought up, I should say, people are like, oh, you should be proud of yourself. You made something. I'm like, oh, yeah, I did, but I'm not proud of the contents of which it was. Because, like, I read it back, and I'm like, oh, I could change so many things. It has such a weak intro. Like, first paragraph is so weak. So lame, so boring, so tried out. I'm like, I could fix that. I like writing. I like describing a scenario. I like setting the scene. I like making characters. It's very fun for me. It's cathartic in a way. It really expresses what talents I might have. But it doesn't matter in this world, you know? The whole meme of art school is after you're done art school, what do you do then? And that's kind of been what I've been dealing with. It's like, well, I don't know what I'd want to do with myself other than do something artistic or making something. It's like, yeah, well then what do you do after that? It's like, I don't know. Draw fucking commissions on Twitter? That sounds financially stable, right? And then on the flip side, people go into like business or commerce, they're always like, man, I kind of wish I did more things like artistically. But that wouldn't give me financial stability. You know? I wish I kind of did my creative vision, that idea I had for a story. I wish I kind of went through with it. Never did because it wouldn't give me money on the table. And then the artistic person is like, well, I wish I was financially stable. And there's no happy medium in this broken system of a world. And yeah, I'm getting political now. I'm not scared. Trump? Hello? Oh boy. Too Mad just tweeted. By the way, I got a DM the other day from Too Mad, by the way. Made me feel really special. This isn't a joke. This is not one of my dry humor Norm Macdonald jokes. Rest in peace, by the way, best comedian of all time. Too Mad DM'd me last night. He sent me one of my own tweets. And the tweet in question just said the words, "Y'all gonna meet your Waterloo." That's what I tweeted. And then he said, "What does this mean?" And honest to Christ, I don't know. I've heard it one time in a song, and I just decided to write it or tweet it, I guess. So I was up front with Tomad, and I said, fuck if I know. I just type shit. And then he's replied with the Waterloo video, ? And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then I realized that Waterloo was a song by ABBA. And that's as far as my interaction with Too Mad, the famous YouTuber, went. I was taken very aback by it. I wasn't sure what to do. So now I just have DMs with Too Mad that have yet to go anywhere, and I don't think they will. I'm not gonna spam the poor guy, you know. I'm not gonna fanboy over him. I was just taken aback by it. I would show it on screen, but I'm not editing this video, so tough break, you know. Them's the ropes. Sorry. Yeah. So what was I talking about before this? Yeah, art school. What the fuck, dude? Like, if anyone's in art school, like, good on you. Good on you for following your actual dreams. Don't be like me, who just makes a YouTube video complaining about not following his dreams. Because school is really expensive, man. And, if you don't know what you're doing with that money, if you don't have a set plan, that's a waste of, like, what, 30 grand? Because school is ridiculously expensive? It's bananas. Truly it is. And then, like I said, like, what do you do after that? What are you gonna do after you spend all that money for a expensive receipt? What do you do with that expensive receipt? Do you tell anyone? Who gets to know? That's my question. I was just looking at the audio capture and making sure it was going good. There's so many things that I'd like to do, you know, and oh, I saw a Pepsi, what the hell? Anyways, yeah, there's so many things that I would like to do. It's just a case of I don't know how to do it, you know? I think making music would be fun, but it's just a case of, like, why do I sound disgusting? I'd like to make better, like, bigger, production live action videos, but it's like, with what? My phone camera? Nothing wrong with a phone camera, it's just a case of, like, that's one camera. Operated by one person. Shooting the same person on the same day. Same screen. You know what I mean? Like, it's being a one-man crew is not easy. Some people can make it work, for sure. But, that's because they're braver than I am, you know? They take bigger risks. Fortune favors the bold, and let me tell you what, I'm not very bold when it comes down to it. That's not me looking for pity. That's just me, you know, self-evaluating on the fact that I need to take initiative, or else the Reaper will have my head. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. That sounded more melodramatic than necessary. What the fuck? There's nothing. But yeah, it'd be cool to make bigger stuff. But it's like, and then what? You put them on YouTube for 20 views, and then it's like, all right, on to the next thing. You're never satisfied with it, right? It's that constant machine. And like I said, this is a hobby. This is absolutely a hobby, 1,000,000%. But it'd be nice, you know. It would be nice to have one instance of people seeing what I'm capable of making. And, you know, I had a Mario 64 video that got 7,000 views. That is the most viewed. I never thought 7,000 people existed on the internet. But 7,000 people listened to me complain about Mario 64 for an hour. That's insane. That is insane. Where? I don't know. But, yeah. That's the biggest video I've ever made. Like, figuratively and literally, because it's probably one of the longest ones of, like, a full edited video. And, the biggest in terms of reach. That blew my mind. So, but, like, if I could, like, make a video showcasing more creative talent. And have that be the big one, the big kahuna. Zooey Mama. But you know what? I can't have the big kahuna like that. Of like a big creative effort. Unless I put in that creative effort first, right? I worked hard on the Mario video. I won't say I didn't. But it's like, it's just a video game video. Explaining cryptic messages in a video game from 25 years ago. It'd be cooler. It's great. No, I'm pleased, but it's like, why couldn't like the car video where we locked Nick's keys out of his car blow up like that? Like, I don't understand. But don't get me wrong, I'm very happy with the Mario video, but it's like, man, of all things, it had to be this one. Why isn't this? Also, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just rambling, so I'm not leaving empty space in this video because I can't edit it. That's the challenge of this video. I can't edit it, even if I want to. Even if I say something horribly racist, it can't be edited out. It is forever. Oh my goodness, I think it's almost mopping time. I've tracked enough shit in this entire map. Surprise, my VRAM. Hello? Oh. Wait, from where? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, it's mopping time. Anyways. Taking creative liberties is hard. And it's always a case of being too scared to make that first leap, right? And at first I was like, why don't you just do it when I heard of it? But now it's like, there's reasons why you don't. Cause you know, the whole what career path do I want question comes in my head very frequently. And like it always comes down to like, well, I love making things. I love performance. Like voice acting or like regular acting. Oh boy howdy, that would be it. But that's not, oh my god. That's not realistic. And this world relies on realism. You know, people love art, but sometimes is what I've noticed. People love, you know, they love big movies. Sometimes. Because, you know, let's take Marvel for an example. Everyone loved Thanos. I don't know why I said it like that. But I was one of them. I was excited when Endgame and Infinity War came out. Biggest build up to any film franchise potentially ever. I loved it. It was great. And then that was the end of Marvel, quote unquote, Phase 1, right? That was what they did. And I just don't give a shit anymore. Shang-Chi came out. I didn't fucking watch it. I don't even know why. Loki was a series. It looked very interesting. I didn't fucking watch it. Wanda Sykes? What was her name? No, Wanda Vision came out. I didn't fucking watch it. I didn't give a shit. I don't know why. I cannot for the life of you. For life of me. For life of you. Yeah, I'll bet on your life. But I don't know why I didn't watch it. I just turned a blind eye. I didn't give two shits. So I'm also a culprit of being like, oh, I love art and movies. Sometimes. Everyone's a culprit of that. Which is why it's so difficult to make things that will resonate with people. Period. Like, full stop. And I just don't quite have those gifts. You know? I wasn't quite born with that intuition. And you know what? That's it right there. What I just said, I wasn't born with that. You know, that sounds like an excuse. You know, no one's born with it. We're all born stupid babies that piss on themselves. Think people are born with things, you idiot? No. No one's born with anything. Except for hands and feet and a face. Sometimes. There's no intuition in this world. It's just a case of learning it yourself. And I'm glad I picked up on that the instant I said it. You know? I instantly went back on myself. And you know what? I'm glad I did. Because I gotta stop making excuses. And then I say these really triumphant things and never do it. What a vicious cycle I live in, isn't it? What a cycle. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's talk about relationship advice, you know? I feel like that's the one thing this trifecta of mopiness is missing. Forced trite romance. You know? I feel like that would really cap it off. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But that's never stopped me before. Being unqualified? Wait, don't even get me started. What was I talking about? Relationships, right? I just fucking forgot. Why? I just said that to fill the air. I have nothing to add in that space. I haven't been in anything, like, involved? Is that the word? I haven't been in anything involved in, like, 6 going on 7 years now, dude. Whatever. This is me coping. What are you gonna do? Luckily that wasn't filled, but, no. I'm very scatterbrained, in case you haven't noticed. Which is, a very... You know what I can say, though? I can say that I tried doing something different, you know? Every video on this channel is, like, relatively funny, I would think. I'm sure there's one thing that would at least give a little nose exhale in every video. At least something, potentially. Except for those shitty fucking... Anyways. There's gotta be something enjoyable in all of them. There's nothing enjoyable about this video. This video sucks. But you know what? It's something different. You can't say I'm not breaking the mold of what I've been making, you know? This is something different. Whether or not it's a good difference, whatever, that's up to you. But it's different. It's a change. It's different. In case I haven't said that enough. People come to my channel, it's like, oh boy, he played Gex, he played funny GameCube games, and has funny loud edits over it. Well, that's cool. What's this hour-long video? Oh, cool, he's mopping and moping. He's mopping and moping. And you know what? There's our title. Just like that. There is our title. Mopping and moping. No, it'll probably be something boring like, I mop for half an hour and complain about how I've been feeling. Come on in. Or something shitty. I feel like I was talking about something. See, that's another good title. I feel like I was talking about something, because I've been all over the place. What did we cover so far? My ambitions. My lack of, procedure. How I want to do things but just don't because I feel like I'm not qualified. Well, I don't think I'm just not qualified. I'm not qualified to talk about anything. Here's something I've noticed, just to keep on the trend of being unbelievably scatterbrained. You get to learn a lot about someone based on what they enjoy talking about. You know, if someone asked you, like, what do you like to talk about? What do you like discussing? I'm sure that will never happen because it's such a weird thing to ask somebody, but, really quick, we're going to do a little Blue's Clues exercise. I'm going to ask, what do you like to talk about? What do you like to... If you could, like, sit down with somebody and discuss anything, what would it be, you know? What would your answer be to that? I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to answer. Really? Really? You chose fucking neopolitical science. Wow, dude. You're a fucking loser. But in all seriousness, for me, I would say it's like, I like talking about art. I like talking about, like, what makes good art. What have you enjoyed recently that you consider artistic? Whether it be visual, whether it be audio, like music, whether it be a film, a cartoon. I love talking about cartoons. That's something about me, ladies and gentlemen. I love talking about cartoons. I love talking about, you know, Adult Swim cartoons. I love talking about, not even necessarily Adult Swim cartoons, but like I just like talking about animated media. I like talking about art. And I'm not qualified, is the thing, you know? The only thing that makes me qualified is that I've seen a lot of it. And, I hear horror stories about animators, and what their lives are like, um, and what to expect when animating. Uh, I like talking about characters being on or off model. You know, that's a stupid thing to say, isn't it? But it's an example of like a critique you can have with an animation. You know, um, it's like, oh, Homer looked really off model in this one shot of The Simpsons, or like, why was Mr. Smithers black? You know, why did their color palette do that? It's fun to talk about. I don't know, and I don't think pretty much segue what I was going to talk about with the whole moral of this discussion piece was you don't necessarily need to be qualified to talk about things because the only thing I've animated was on fucking Flipnote Studio and DSi. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm in the fucking realm of animators. You know, I'm not gonna pretend I'm like that. But I feel like I can hold my own in a discussion about it because it's something I genuinely enjoy and take interest in. And I feel like if that's all it really takes for you to talk about it, right? To discuss it. You don't need to be a seasoned veteran at something for you to discuss it. And far too many times in this world, I have noticed that people assume that you need to be in that realm in order to discuss things within that realm. That's weird to me. That's weird. I feel like I could talk to an animator about animation. Maybe not have the exact knowledge that they do, obviously not, because they would have, like, stories to tell. I would not. But I feel like they could have some, what am I trying to fucking say, dude? Yeah, I could really hold my own conversation, and I can't even hold one with myself. Jesus Christ. No, I feel like I would understand what they're saying, you know? And that does require to be interested in something for enough time. And I feel like I've been interested in cartoons and animation and art for a very long time. I mean, in high school, dude, I took 3 art courses, and if that doesn't scream qualified, I don't know what does. Truly, I don't. It doesn't even need to be about. It doesn't even need to be about animated cartoons or anything like that. It could just be like shots in movies and shows. Those are, believe it or not, animated shows and acted shows have some similarities to them. They each have stages. They each have sets. They each have characters. Writing is always a component. And it's something that I take great interest in. And that's something that I would like to do with myself. But like I said previously, sure, I can go and study these things, but there's no real right or wrong way to learn how to make things. You can't learn the right or wrong ways to do art, because if you're taking pre-existing notions of art into practice, you're not really breaking any new ground, and that's kind of what art is, founded on, is doing things that aren't normal. You can't really be groundbreaking or revolutionary in the world of art when you're doing the shit that already exists. I don't feel like that's really unheard of. I feel like that's a very normal thing to think. But then again, what do I know? I haven't done anything artistic. Which, the joke there is that I went back on everything I just said for the past 20 minutes. Anyways, I like talking about art, I like art. Dare I say it. In a perfect world where I can have my way, I would do things artistically to make income. Because that's what money is. Money was what makes the world go around, boyo. That's what brings in the big bucks. That's why people give up their dreams and sell property, because they don't care. That's full stop, I guess. Apparently, they don't care. What the fuck am I been talking about, dude? Like, Jesus Christ. Like I said at the very beginning, this is probably going to be the most boring video I ever make. But, hopefully there's going to be at least 2 or 3 people out there cracking open a nice little can of orange soda pop and sitting back in their recliner, putting this on while they study or something. That'd be neat. That'd be a perfect world, wouldn't it? That'd be great. Because because this is in a way a podcast, if you don't mind the fucking keyboard, which I duly apologize for. But it's the best keyboard I could find. I wanted a mechanical one. And blue switches are loud. Anyways. I love improv, you know. That's another thing. You can't really talk about improv without just being an example of improv, you know. You can't really talk about what's good or bad improv without constantly giving examples, because that's how that world works. At least from what I've seen, you know. I can't, you know, I shouldn't be talking generally. But based on what I have seen, that's one of my things. I can't stand unfunny people, you know. If I have to fake laugh around you, I don't want to be around you, dude. If you're a fucking funny individual, I'm gonna keep you around. But if you're not a funny person, I'm just gonna fucking, I'm not even gonna pity laugh. If you say something that's not funny, I'm just gonna have no reaction and hope that cuts you. Because my God, being funny is not that hard. Well, I guess it depends who you ask, but really, there's not much to it. You just gotta give it the old college try. And you know what? Comedy is subjective. It's what losers would say. No. Comedy is, I feel like it's timing and intent, you know? That's the age-old saying, is timing and its intent. If your timing's off, your intent is wrong, no one's gonna give a shit. And that can be as broad of a statement as you need it to be in order to make something you say funny. And I'm saying that like I'm the funniest guy on the planet. I'm not. I had a hateful comment. I had a freaking hateful comment one time say I vow to be as unfunny as this, and I said, man, all right. That's it, you know? As you can tell, I'm very good at stringing my thoughts together. My throat hurts, dude. I'm just gonna be honest with you. My throat hurts. I'm gonna take a little sippy. Nothing like Pepsi to soothe my throat. Nothing like a nice carbonated, acidy beverage to soothe the old vocal cords. Nothing like it. I'm a healthy individual. Let's talk about health and weight gain, you know? I'm a fat piece of shit, you know? I just finished eating fried chicken, you know? And, gyms are expensive, dude. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And that's my excuse. I don't want to talk about this anymore, because it's making me upset. So, I'm gonna do what I normally do and just ignore it. I'm just gonna ignore it. Let's talk about photography. I love taking pictures, dude. I love taking big old pictures of my fat swinging dick. I love it. It's great. Got a new phone recently just for the camera itself. Well, that and because, oh my God, can I have a fucking bucket now? Christ. Anyways, got a new phone. Oh my God, this sucks. Anyways, got a new phone recently. Got really good cameras on it. That's not the only reason I bought it, is because I needed a new one anyway. Doesn't matter. My other phone, camera just didn't work at all. Not one of them. Oh my fuck. So now, I am able to take photos of whatever the hell I want. Like normal people can. What a fun fucking mechanic that they included in this piece of shit fucking game. Christ almighty. Anyways, I can take photos of whatever the hell I want. Well, I don't know what to. You know, everyone's like, you know, the first thing you think of when you're going to take a photo, you're going to take a photo of yourself, right? But here's the deal. I don't like that guy. I don't like the way he looks. There's some times when I do, for sure. But it's mainly a case of like, I gotta tamper with him. You know, I gotta tamper with what's going on here in order to make it right. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But it's you know, when people take like photos for their Instagram, right? They just stand in front of a mirror, hold up their phone, snap a fucking picky wicky, That's the end of it. Not me. I have to take like 36 of them, throw them into Photoshop, make them look neat, oversaturate the colors, just cause. Why the fuck not? And then even then, I play with the filters on Instagram itself. And like, I shouldn't care that much. And like I said, it's not to impress anybody but myself. Truly, it's not. You think it's to impress other folks because I want to look good? No, it's because I want to impress myself. I want to set those standards that I've made. I don't give a fuck what other people think about it. People are gonna look at it and like double tap it if they feel like it and scroll by. They don't care. They don't give two shits, and I'm aware of that. I do it because I want to look back at it and be like, you know what, good enough, you know. And I feel like that's a good mindset to have sometimes. I'll be honest. Sometimes it's like, no, this, who the fuck, why, and then you know. It's making up your own standards that are too high to reach. Not always good, but makes you get shit done. I say that, but I think I'm the least successful person out of everybody in my friend group that is quickly dwindling. And I'm not trying to be naive about it. That's how life goes, right? Friends drift apart, right? That's part of life. But I don't like it, you know. There's many things in life that I don't care for, you know. Racism is one. Unconsensual sex is probably one of them. One of the things I dislike. And then the reality of friends drifting apart is kind of sad as well. Maybe not as much as unconsensual sex, you know. That one's a little worse, you know, but I think they're kind of comparing apples to oranges. However, I don't like either of them, you know, but they're both within the same reality that we have, which is unfortunate. But it's one of those things where it's like, well, you know, can we take the example of unconsensual sex out of this equation? I don't even know why I brought it up. It's unrelated. I'm withdrawing it from the conversation. Friends drifting apart. It's part of life, you know. If I were thinking it wasn't, I'd be lying to myself, right? But I didn't expect it to happen now. You know, I expected it when everyone's 35. But essentially everybody you've seen on this YouTube channel from a few years ago probably won't be back. I'm just gonna say it. There's never gonna be an altercation where we all sit and play Smash Brothers again, all 8 of us. That won't be a thing. I'm just trying to be honest with you. I don't think that's ever gonna be a thing again. And no, I'd love it to be. You know, if for whatever reason it's possible, boy howdy, I'd love it. I'd love it. Just one time, just like take 30 minutes, sit down, we all play Smash Brothers. That's all. That's it. Just be friends again, you know? That would be cool. That would be cool. But I'm sounding a little too hopeful when I say that. Because you know, for us, high school ended and we didn't even know it ended because we were given a March break and we were like, "Oh, good." We were given a March break. And then it was like, "Okay, don't come back because there's an AIDS virus flying around." And that was it. That was the end of our high school days. We had no idea. And now, without much of a semblance of grief, everyone's just sort of drifting. And that's fucking tragic. That's fucking tragic. People are moving around. People don't live here anymore. You know? Maybe I'm just being dramatic about it, but I feel like I'm handling it as best as I can. As a particularly sentimental person, I value the memories and experiences I've had with said friends, but, you know, I'm beginning to understand that maybe it's time to go. You know? It was a good run. Truly it was. It sucks. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a shame. it makes me upset to think that, but you know, there's a lot of things that make me upset to think about in reality, but you know, it's just things that we gotta deal with, you know. And trust me, I sound pretty heartless when I just say these things just nonchalantly. Oh boy, howdy! It's giving me like this has been 2 years in the making for me to actually say it out loud because I've been in denial. Yeah, I sound much more. Yeah, I'm getting a little dramatic about it, but you understand where I'm coming from. Um, so this room's clean. But yeah, pretty, like all the videos in the past of us before we had recording software and just put a camera. Hello, who's texting me? Nobody. It's Twitter notifications. Why would I expect anyone to message me? That's another thing. My phone is dry, dude. I get like 2 notifications a day, and they're both from fucking Twitter. And I don't even like Twitter, but I get notifications from it, and that's it. Ain't nobody trying to message me. And that I feel like I have the right to bitch about that, you know? I've been trying to dance around the topic of me complaining about things all the time, but no, I'm gonna start complaining. Ain't nobody trying to talk to me. Ain't nobody trying to hit my line. Making me grumpy, making me sad, you know? Like, how fucking, what right do you have to not hit my line, as the kids are saying? I'm just gonna be upfront and honest with you. I think I have the mental age of an elderly man, you know. Maybe I'm just cynical. Maybe I'm a cynical hipster. You know, that's probably it. You know, classic kid buys phone for camera, art school kid. You know, of course I'm gonna hate trends. You know, of course I'm gonna hate the new TikTok trend. I just said how much I like art. You think I fucking like trends, dude? No. I have a Polaroid camera hanging around my fucking doorknob. If I'm not a screaming stereotype of a human being, I don't know what I am, dude. Like, what the fuck? Anyways. I need to stop being so cynical. That's my issue. No. I need to be funny again, you know? Where's the funny? Like that Wendy's commercial. But like I've said countless times, this is gonna be the only video I do like this, I think. Unless, you know, something hard happens. And like the Vikings return, and then I'm gonna do another one of these. And only until then. I got buckets everywhere. Let's mop up this area, because the only reason I haven't put the buckets in the furnace is because I don't want to track more footprints everywhere. But if I just bit the bullet and just cleaned up the room with the furnace, we wouldn't have this debacle anyway. And I feel like that is an ironic and indicative twist on how I treat my problems. I just move around them until it gets too much to handle. Because look at this. This is a shiny example. What the fuck, dude? Life comes at you fast, doesn't it? Like, what right do I have to complain about these things at the age of 19, right? People look at my age and they're like, what the fuck, dude? You've done nothing. As in, like, you have so much life left ahead of you. What the fuck are you doing? You know, and that's fair, you know? Sometimes I kind of forget that I am about only a quarter through this thing. Depending, you know? See, this is scary, right? Like, I'm talking about, like, life, and it's eternal, you know, it's a inevitability. And this feels like one of those clips that someone's gonna pull up when I'm pronounced dead. They'll put it on Twitter and be like, he was hinting the whole time. It's like, no, I don't think I am. But it seems like one of those things that people are gonna put on Twitter, you know, during my untimely passing. I don't like this topic anymore. It's getting a little scary. Getting a little unruly. I'd like to be funny. Let's talk about funny. What is funny? World War II? Not really. Hitler Youth? Try again. I want to know what makes you become a legend, you know? What in this world defines you as a legendary individual when you're really good at your craft? To have your name be immortalized, like John Cena is a good example. Or Hitler. Listen, I'm sorry about bringing up Hitler, but just had to, you know. You know who I meant when I said that name? You didn't mix him up with any other Hitlers, did you? Well, that's my point. I work with a transphobic racist, and I don't much care for him. And that's as far as I'm going to get into that, because that is a true story. I work with a transphobic racist, and that doesn't... makes work a little difficult, you know? Having to pretend that it's okay that he exists. It's a little exhausting, being like, yep, alright, we're talking about transgender people. Like, is transgender people a good word? Like, I hear, like, people say, like, oh yeah, transgender people. It's like, that doesn't sound right. Transgender community? I don't know. Anyways, talking about that. Man just says that he has no comment, like, 4 times, and, like, stares at his fucking phone. Like, we get it, dude. You have no comment. You said it 4 times. You're compensating. You're transphobic. Get over it. Just tell us you're transphobic and leave the room, instead of just dancing around it like a pansy. Like, you don't even need to say it, because you just did. Clown. Anyways. Man, this game is taking a long time. I'm running out of shit to say. I was running out of shit to say when we started. So I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Is it wrong of me to... Never mind. I'm not even gonna open that can of worms. I'm just trying to, like, pick a time in my head when it's like, when's the last time I seen any of my friends? Like, in a group setting. I'm almost certain it was August, you know? And like I said, that's not, you know, that's not even 6 months. It's not even a quarter of a year. But it feels like a long time, you know? When we're living in a world where, I don't know. What do I know? Not much. My goodness. I'm running out of things to say, and I'm just trying to focus on the game right now, but I can't leave empty space. That's lame. Why would it would be like live streaming and just sitting there and saying nothing. Which is why I don't live stream by myself, because I would feel like I would just have to be on all the time. Like with this video. Good. Like, if you're not on all the time when you're recording something, what's the point of even pressing record? Like, what are you recording at that point? I thought recordings were meant so you can look back at it and then it's there, you know? But if you're sitting there not doing anything, what the fuck are you recording? What are you looking back on? It's like, oh, there I am. That's very profound, isn't it? I'm out here making moves, dude. I'm out here spilling buckets. I'm out here saying what I'm just saying, man, you know? I'm saying what the world wants me to say. Oh, my fucking lord. Foothead ass. Just throwing it there. What else did I want to talk about, you know? I've been wanting to make this video for a few days now, and I'm finally doing it, and I'm just sitting here in silence, you know? I feel like that's my issue, right? I value brevity too much, in that I don't get into much detail about anything. I just give out the bare bone, uh, just the skeleton of my sentence structure, and then it's there. Maybe I need to stutter more. That would be good, wouldn't it? Make my sentences longer. That wouldn't annoy anyone, would it? I value the idea of just making your sentences short and concise, and just every word needs to be important, or else what's the point of saying them? And that often leads to me just not saying very much, because there's not much to say. Because I deem no details important unless it's an important detail. Maybe I'm giving myself too much credit. It's not that profound. It's just speaking. I don't know why I'm making it more in depth than I need to. But I feel like that's a thing I do. Whether it's good or bad, I don't know. Do people value brevity anymore? Or do people like going on run-on sentences? That's the thing I don't like. Is run-on sentences. Did you see what I did there? Did you see what I did there? Did you see the joke? Anyways, doesn't matter. Excited for Christmas, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, we're talking about Christmas now. Everyone likes Christmas, right? Except for Jews. Is that rude? Well, I guess I can't assume that Jews don't like Christmas. Yeah, because, like, for me, I don't dislike Hanukkah. I think Hanukkah's great. I think it's wonderful. Maybe I'm giving the Jews not enough credit. Maybe they love Christmas, but just don't celebrate it, because I'll say it. I will be the first to say it. I love Hanukkah. You know? I'm not even really religious as a person, but I fucking adore Hanukkah, you know? One of the best holidays. Even though it's a Halloween, more likely, you know? I had an idea for a Halloween video. I did. But, it's a little expensive for a one-time thing that I will probably end up flopping and just doing myself. And it wasn't even that sound of an idea. It was just an expensive costume. Then it's like, what then? What happens then? Can't make Halloween videos by myself after I've done it. Well, never mind. See, the whole thing was, we did the Boo video, like the ghost video, in 2018? My god. It was 2018. 2019, I did a video by myself. 2020, we did the food costume video. That was a great video. Loved it so much. And then no, that's not right. You know, oh my god, it was 2017. Oh my Christ. 2017, we did the ghost video. Right? Yeah. 2017 was a ghost video. 2018 was me doing shit by myself, which was lame as hell. 29... What the fuck? No, I'm mixing everything up. 2018. Let's just reel back the clock. 2018 ghost video. Great video, loved it at the end. 2019, I did a video by myself. Lame. 2020, we did the... Whatever, dude. It's been like on and off. Whatever. 2017, we did the ghost video. 2018, I did a video by myself. 2019, we did the scary snack strike. 2020, I did a video by myself. This year, I'm probably going to be doing a video by myself, if at all. Jesus Christ, that took me much longer than needed to finally spit it out, but I just can't believe it was 2017 we did the ghost video. Doesn't 2017 just seem like a long-ass time ago now? Well, I think it does. Can I reach that? No. My god. Sorry about that. That took much longer than necessary. Do you guys have a list of people you'd have sex with? Because I heard someone did that. That fucked me up. I was like, why? For what purpose? Like a list of top 10 people that they would shag without consequence. It's like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? That is abhorrent. Sinful. Icky. I'm getting real bored of this game. You know? I really underestimated how long this would take. And how long my throat can handle it. That's what she said. Alright. The transphobic racist that I work with is also very prone to making "that's what she said" jokes, which is the least funny thing ever. Remember how I said if I had to fake laugh at you, you're not worth my time? Well, I'm done fake laughing, you know? I'm just if y'all say something unfunny, I'm just ain't gonna respond. I'm just gonna sit there stone face. Like I said earlier. And gross. Yeah, I was asking for help for something at work the other day. It was setting up a laptop or something. I was like, why is this taking so long? He said, that's what she said. So the conversation went as follows. Why is this taking so long? That's what she said. Like, that's not even... What? What is the... Is that just your go-to? Because I can work with nearly any sentence if you think about it hard enough? That's what she said. See, that would work. Any sentence that you can say, you can end with "that's what she said." And if you think about it hard enough and really stretch your imagination, it might make sense. I think sex jokes are the least funny thing ever. Probably because they're so done to death. It's like if someone says, oh, can you like, I don't know, you're playing like a game on an arcade and you're like, oh, I gotta turn the stick this way. Stick isn't penis? You gotta turn your stick, dude? It's like, yep. Yep. Why the fuck? Did you see that collision also? Anyway, sex jokes. Lowest common denominator for humor, I find. Unless they're done well. You know? There's always that exception of, like, if it's a joke that is just a funny joke, fine. Whatever. But if it's just "that's what she said," humor, and it's just like, oh, another word for penis, humor, you're not funny. You're not original. You're not cute. You think that no one else has thought of a penis before and thought it was funny? Well, I'll tell you what we did back in 1993 all the way up to probably even... No, 1993 isn't that long ago. Probably since, like, the dawn of man have we thought penis equal funny. And I'll tell you what, the word penis makes me laugh more than anything else. Like, if you just, like, walked up to me on the street and just said penis and walked away, I'd probably giggle. I'd probably laugh real hard. That's just me being honest. But if I say, like, oh, dude, hand me over that jar of pickles, and you're like, huh, like, penis, dude? I'd probably fucking leave the room. I'd be like, so this is what I'm dealing with. But if you just say dick, ball, penis, cum, boy howdy, that gets a chuckle out of me, I'll tell you what. Balls, penis. Like, if I heard Obama saying balls and penis, that's the funniest shit ever. But if I hear my fucking aunt, I don't know why I said aunt, that's weird. Anyways, if I just heard someone that thinks that type of humor is funny and just say, yo, that pencil you're holding kind of looks like a skinny dick and balls, I'd put the pencil down and leave the room. And that's that. That is what I have. That is my 2 cents on the matter. There was a lot less blood over here than I thought. What? Where? Oh, these. Alright, I'll get those later. Anyways, yeah. It's not hard to be funny, like I said. It just involves giving it a go. And by giving it a go, that's what she said jokes are. They're out. They're out. They've been out. They've been outdated. Jeff Dunham, out. Funny Puppet, gone. Don't need it. Because you know what? Funny Puppet, make the sex joke. Make the I hate wife joke. Now that's funny. See, that's the thing with Jeff Dunham, right? Like, all of his characters have, like, one trait. And that's their thing. They have one trait. Walter hates his wife. Bubba J drinks. Ahmed is a Middle Eastern man, terrorist. Peanut is wacky. Jose is Mexican. That's it. That's the show, folks. That's the show. Hope you like hearing the same variation of the same joke, because you're at a Jeff Dunham show. You spent $400 on these tickets just to hear the same shit. Please enjoy. I don't know why I'm ripping on Jeff Dunham so bad. He didn't do anything wrong, I don't think. He might have. Oh, fuck. You can argue that Jeff Dunham makes, like, racist jokes, sure. But I don't care. They're not funny regardless. Yeah, I don't care if you're racist. If you're not funny, you're out, dude. Like, that's my quota. Am I done mopping, by the way? Is that all the mopping that needed to be done, ladies and gentlemen? My goodness, that's fucking crazy. That's fucking wacko. That's wacky. Wonderful. How do I get up here to get that, by the way? Oh, maybe I can reach it. No. Oh, I know. I don't know. It turns out I don't know. Well, maybe I can stack these. What's this for? Crates. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Look at that. Cool. Yeah. Jeff Dunham. Not funny. I'll tell you what is funny, though. The, YouTube channel Mishmello. You know, you ever hear that guy? He started making videos, like, about an hour long of him just talking about nothing. Like, my God. Hang on, yeah. It just dawned on me what I'm doing here. I've been sitting here for an hour and 20 minutes talking about nothing to nobody. I am going insane. I don't want to do this anymore. You know, I just thought about what I'm doing. I don't want to do this anymore. I've mopped and I've picked up all the stuff. I'm still not done. I have bullet holes to fix. I have crates to stack. I have USB drives to put away. I just don't fucking want to. I don't want to play anymore. We're done here. I just... What is this? A noose? Noose, please. Where can I hang noose? Anyways, yeah, that's the end of the video. I don't want to play anymore. I just realized what the hell it is I'm doing. I'm very embarrassed. Thanks for joining me. I know no one has. No one is going to sit through all this, by the way. This is just something for me to pass the time. That's the end of this. I've suddenly got very existential, and I will be shutting this video off now. Here's my desktop. Fuck.